Okay, so for mission we have rolled No Man's Land, and we are playing with rain for our weather, which is -2 rat and -1 on command for any living models. This is Khador's list. We're playing 35 points. We have a unit of Widowmakers with a marksman attachment, a unit of Doom Reavers with a Grey Lord escort, War Dog, Epic Vlad, Kodiak, Drago, and a Destroyer, right? Okay. Over here we have 3 Scrap Thralls, Necrotech, Night Wretch, Defiler, Seether, Deathjack. That's what that nightmare is going to be. We have a Scrap Thrall, Denegra. We also have 10 Mechanothralls and the Brute Thrall. Alright, so we're going to go to have these guys deployment. Who won the first turn? Dan won the first turn, and he has gone first or second? First. Okay, so we are at deployment, and just FYI, this is the normal, what we normally play for a plains battle. It's just grass. It counts as rough terrain, so you will be able to charge. You will be able to charge through it, but it will be halved. This is No Man's Land right here, all the way down. And I did make some mistakes on Dan's list. That is 3 Stitch Thralls with Necrosurgeon, and that is a Scarlock, not a Scrap Thrall. But this is pretty much Dan's deployment right here. Here's the Night Wretch. And then down the line, Seether, Deathjack, Mechanothralls, and then the Defiler. And this is Jude's deployment. Here's Sorsha, his 3 Heavy Jacks. Vlad, sorry. And here's his Doom Reavers with the UA and the what are they called? Widowmakers? Alright. His Widowmakers, they've both done their advanced deployment, so we'll go ahead and go till turn 1. So this is Dan's Cryx turn. Basically, he ran his whole front line. And he cast, what was that spell?
Ghost Walk.
Ghost Walk on the Scrap Thralls, or the Stitch Thralls, and the, what Thralls?
Mechanothralls.
And the Mechanothralls, so they could walk through this grass right here. And then just moved his Scarlock up, and that's pretty much it. He has left 2 focus on her. Alright, this is Jude's Khador turn 1, or turn 2. Basically, he moved the Doom Reavers up and used the Grey Lord to cast Frostbite, and he killed 2 Mechanical Thralls. The Widowmakers, they shot the Defiler, they blew off its head, and that's pretty much it for them, right? Alright, so he has cast Hand of Fate on his Destroyer. He's cast Assail on his Kodiak. This Destroyer just kind of moved up and whiffed on his to hit rolls because -2 rat from the weather, and he was shooting at the Seether. They scattered, did nothing. Drago moved up. Vlad and the War Dog have just moved up, and that's the end of Jude's turn 2. Alright, so we have Dan's turn 2. Cryx, and what he did was he moved up this Defiler. He made 2 Mechanothralls with his Necrosurgeon. He had 2 corpse tokens from last turn, and then he charged the Doom Reavers with his Mechanothralls and the Brute, leaving only 2 Doom Reavers left. He moved the Deathjack up 6, the Seether up 4, and he had used Denegra to cast through this Arc Node Venom, killing the Marksman and one of the other, was it 1 or 2? One of the other Widowmakers. He moved the Night Wretch up, and that's pretty much Dan's turn. Okay, so we have what is really Jude Khador's turn 2. And what has happened is the Widowmakers fired at this Brute Thrall, and one doing 3 points of damage and the other 2 whiffed. The Reavers have managed to one-kill 2 of the Mechanothralls because it was doing its Berserker thing and then missed on the 3rd one. This Berserker right here, or this Reaver right here, killed 3 more and then killed his buddy. The Kodiak with a sail on it has charged the Deathjack, done about 9 boxes of damage. The Juggernaut has charged the Seether, knocked out its Cortex and its right arm, and he upkept the Hand of Fate on it. And then Drago is just sitting tight over here. He moved up, and then Vlad moved up with his War Dog up behind Drago. And that's the end of his turn. Okay, this is turn 3, Dan's Cryx. And so pretty much what's happened is we had Denegra move up over here, popped her feet. So everything in her command range, which included everything except the Widowmakers and Vlad and the War Dog, has negatives on their speed, mat, all that armor, defense. And so then he used the Scarlock right here to cast a Crippling Grasp on the Juggernaut that was right there. What happened is the Night Wretch moved up, it shot the Juggernaut for a couple points of damage. He turned this, kind of scooched this Jack over here. It punched the Juggernaut, killed it, did like 2 attacks, headbutted it, or used its head to hit it, did another attack with a focus, boosted, just mauled it. The Seether moved around and hit the Kodiak, did about 10 points of damage. And then over here, the Defiler just kind of sat there. He moved his Necrosurgeon up along with the Stitch Thralls, and these 2 are kind of screening Denegra right here. And then the Mechanothralls charged over, and one was in range to attack those Widowmakers, and it whiffed both its attacks. So they are holding no man's land, and so it will continue to Jude's turn 3.
Discharge. Got failed shooting.
Okay, Jude, turn 3. So basically Vlad moved up, whiffed, War Dog moved up, hit 2 damage. The Kodiak hit the Seether, the Drago hit the Seether, they both killed it, then Drago blew up, did a bit of damage on the Deathjack and the Kodiak. Pretty much, he moved his Widowmaker, popped a shot at Denegra, and those 2 guys are just stayed there. Jude's out of time, he's got to go to work. So we're pretty much going to assume that Dan was going to kill them off on his turn, and then Ghost Walk the Deathjack over into Drago and hopefully kill him. And Dan probably would have got this one, but we're out of time and Jude's got to bounce, so that's it.